Hey, it's your coach, Laurie McNaughton, coming to you again with another short video about your people and about leadership. This particular video I've entitled Getting Comfortable with Being Uncomfortable. You as a leader are going to need to have sometimes uncomfortable conversations with people. But I can tell you, and this is really from 25, 30 years experience of being in the workplace, being a leader in the workplaces, every single time that I've ever had an uncomfortable conversation with somebody, both them and myself grew as a result of it. The big thing about being a leader is to understand that you don't need to know all the answers. It's okay to ask your team with confidence, how they can contribute. Every single workshop that I've conducted in at least the last 10 years, I've started out by saying, if I need to be the smartest person in the room, then we're all in trouble. Together, as a team, we're going to create something today. So together, everyone achieves more. I'm sure you've heard that acronym before, but let me just say it again. Just let it sink in for a second, because when you do that, you understand the power of it. So together, everyone achieves more. Think about that. It just makes everything so much easier for you. And as the leader inside your company, as the owner of your company, your job is to bring out the best in everybody. That will just make everything in your business run so much easier. When you first admit to your team, for some of you who are stuck in this place where you feel like I own this company, or I'm the CEO or the leader of this organization and I need to know all the answers. So when you first admit that, you're probably going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. But I can tell you that soon after that, when you start to engage the collective intelligence and you start to see those people grow and blossom literally right in front of you, you're going to think to yourself for a moment, that was so worth it. Think of it this way. If you have the need, and let me emphasize that, if you have the need to be the smartest person in the room, you have collectively made everybody else dumber. Stop for a moment and just think about that. Think that through. If you need to be the smartest person in the room, so you must come up with all the ideas, from the strategies to the actions to the implementation, and you must do this on your own because your team is all disengaged, because they're thinking, what's the point? Why try to add something to this? Even though it might be valuable, what's the point of me saying anything? Because you, Mr. Business Owner, you, Mr. Team Leader, you, Mr. Manager, are just going to dismiss everything that I say. So as a leader, you need to become a multiplier, not a diminisher. So being uncomfortable is being vulnerable and showing your team, that you're a human being. And, unless you're an alien from another planet, which I suppose is possible, I don't know, you are a human being. And by all human accounts, we are vulnerable. And I tell you what, showing courage and stepping up and being a leader is about saying, I'm vulnerable. You don't stand up in front of a group of 50 or 100 or 200 or 500 or 1,000 people without being vulnerable. You don't have a tough conversation with somebody on your team without being vulnerable. You don't take risks in life without being vulnerable, because at any given time something could go wrong. So be okay with being vulnerable, because that shows true courage. And when you show true courage, you're showing true leadership. And when you show true leadership, your team will respond to that. This will not only pay the highest dividends for your company, your organization, but will also show the highest dividends in your own personal life. I hope you enjoyed this. Come back more often. Check out the other videos that I've posted. I guess like and subscribe. That's what everybody says. And if you're interested in finding out more about how somebody like myself can be of service to you and your organization, you can go to my website, lauriemcnaughton.com. And right on the front page, to scroll to the bottom, there's a link that you can book right into my calendar. It's just a 15-minute, what I call a discovery meeting. The reason that I keep these meetings to 15 minutes is because I don't want to waste your time, and I certainly don't want to waste my time. I want to understand if this is something that I can help you with. And if I can help you with, then we'll book a longer time to dive into what the challenges are that you're facing, how they're impacting your company, what do you see as being the cause of these? Because what we need to deal with here is the cause, not the symptom. I always look at it and say, prescription without diagnosis is malpractice. And if somebody said, I'm working way too many hours and I'm not making enough money and I have a dysfunctional team, and I start spewing out all of the knowledge that I have, then I'm not doing you justice. I need to understand what the cause is. And there's not really a lot of causes, but there are several causes to each one of those challenges. And I need to look at each one of them. And then I'll talk about what the solutions are. And at that point, if we think there's some value in us working together, we'll talk about a program that would fit for you. Thanks for listening. Again, hit the like button and subscribe. I look forward to the opportunity of being a service for you sometime in the future. Take care and have yourself an awesome day.